Welcome to this presentation on how to use the Texas Legislature online website. This video is going to tell you how to set up your own bill lists and your own bill alerts using your TLO account. This is the Texas Legislature online portal web page. I am signed in, and you will have to set up your TLO account before you can set up your alerts and your lists. If you have not set up a password and your email address, go over here to My TLO, click on that, and follow the instructions. We are going to set up bill lists, and a bill list is a list of bills that have something in common. In other words, they have a category that they're in. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do that tonight. We are going to set up a bill list under that have things to do with abortion. So in order to go and find the bills that address abortion, we go to this middle column here under Additional Searches, and we click on Text. We're going to do a text search, a simple search, and we're just going to search for all the bills that have the word abortion in them. I'm going to be checking in the 83rd Legislature. I want the search to go out and look for all the bills in the House and the Senate. I want bills, joint resolutions, and I also want concurrent resolutions. And I want bills that have all of these descriptions on them. I'm going to click Search. And I, just using the word abortion, came up with 28 matches. Each page only holds 25. So to find the other 3, you would go over here to page 2 and get the final 3. We'll go back to page 1. I prefer to check this box to sort it by bill number, and that way all your House activities, your House bills, your joint resolutions and everything, those are listed first, and then your Senate bills are down at the bottom in numerical order when you check that box. Here we go. We start with Senate Bill 25 and then 97 and so forth and so on. So we'll go back to the top, and something that I will probably forget to tell you, so I want to tell you now. If you don't get through searching through all 28 of these in one session, let's say you've got to go to work, the baby needs her diaper changed or something to that effect, you can go over here and you can save your search and you can give it a name. And of course we would give this one abortion. And click Save, and it says your search criteria was saved successfully. And then when you want to go back and find that again, you'd come up here to this My TLO, and you go down to Saved Searches, and there it is. These are your abortion saved searches. And you would run it to get that page to show up again. But for some reason you have to continue to check this box if you use it like I do, because every time you leave the page it goes back to the original order that they loaded the bills in. Alright, so we are now ready to start searching for the bills that we really are interested in. And you may not really be interested in all of these bills, so the only way to know is to read them. So we'll start with HB 58. We're going to click on this text. It will open up a page that will give you the entirety of the bill. This is one of the shortest bills I've ever seen. But the word abortion is in red and it's italicized. And so you can quickly kind of read the text where the word abortion is to determine, yeah, this is a bill I want to follow, or no, abortion is really just kind of a secondary issue in this bill. Well, we're going to use this bill anyway. We're going to say, yeah, we're interested. So then what I do is I go over here by the Texas State icon, I left click, and you have a drop down menu. You could go ahead and add it from here, but I don't, because I get more information by doing something else. So I click on History, which will open up this page, which is called your Bill Lookup page. And on your Bill Lookup page you can look at all the different actions that you can research about this bill. It tells you all different kinds of information. You have embedded text. So from this page, then I go to the Text tab, where I can read the bill once again in a PDF, an HTML, or a Microsoft Word format. I like PDF because it loads quickly and the text is large, and I can sit here and read several pages a lot easier than I can on that smaller screen that we looked at before. However, notice that the word abortion is not in red on this particular page. So I would read this bill and say, yes, I definitely want this, and I would come up with a short description in my words what this bill does. So it's House Bill number 58. The author is Burnham. We're going to close this page, which will take us back to the bill lookup page. And what I would do is I am going to highlight the author's name. I'm going to hit Control C for copy. I'm going to open another tab. I'm going to go back to the portal web page, and I'm going to go over here to my TLO, and I'm going to click on Bill Lists because I'm going to add this bill to a list. Now, I already have two bill lists set up. There's Second Amendment bad bills, Second Amendment good bills, but this is not a Second Amendment bill. I'm going to set up a whole new list. So I'm going to name this list, and it's going to be Abortion Bad Bills. And then I need another description, and I put this. The bill list name and the description, they end up in different spots, and you'll see that in just a bit here, why I do it that way. And then I click Create. Alright, creating a new list opens up a selected bill list. So since I just created it, I don't have any bills added to it, so it's giving me an opportunity to add a bill to my abortion bad bills list. So where do I go to get the information from that bill that we just looked at? Well, I'm going to go back to this bill lookup page on the History tab, and I highlighted the author, which was Burnham, and I hit Control C for copy, and in the comments I hit Control V to paste it, and then I put a dash, and I put a description of what I think the bill does, so that when this bill is in a whole lineup of abortion bills, I can look at it and not just say that it's what was it, House Bill 58? I forgot to put this on here. HB 58. I can look at it and know something more than just well, Burnham's the author and House Bill 58 is relating to monies for women's health care services. Well, the captions that they usually give these bills, they don't really tell you what you would describe them as. So in reading the bill, you come up with your own description, something that will stand out. So House Bill 58, it alters the Human Resources Code to allow and promote elective abortions. And then I would add it. And then it gives me an opportunity to add another one. So let's go back and see if we can find another bad bill. Here is our original list of 28. Let's go to the next one. HB 159. It's introduced version. And this is the whole bill. Taylor is the author. HB 159. Abortion is mentioned once, and we're going to go ahead for tonight's purposes and say, yeah, we're going to add this also just so I can show you. So again, I would go back to the State of Texas icon. I would click on History. I would go to the Text tab, and this is what I do. You may have a different function, but I'm just going through what I do. And this is Representative Taylor's bill. You could read it all the way through and see, put it into your own words what this bill actually does. Let me take a sidestep here. Unless you're a genius, do you know what Section 531.951 of the Government Code reads? Let me show you how you can find out, because you're going to come upon bills that you need to know that before you can really understand the rest of the bill. And then down here, see also it's Chapter 241 of the Health and Safety Code. Well, how do you find that? How do we find 241 of the Health and Safety Code? Okay, let's go open up a new tab. Let's go back to the TLO portal web page. here in the center column, which was near where we did our text search, which is under the additional searches, click on Constitution. And then you can come up here and find the code, the health and safety code. All right. What chapter was it? 241. All right. Let's go to chapter 241. 241 is hospitals, and it probably had, well, it didn't have a specific article or section. Well, here's it's chapter 241 is under the Title 4 Health Facilities, and here is 241, chapter 241 of the Health and Safety Code. So that is how you can find the different codes that you're looking for, so that you can know exactly what these bills are really trying to do. Okay, so we were just going to read this bill and put it into our own words, how we're going to describe it. So let's go back to the History tab, and we're going to add this. So I'm going to highlight and hit Control-C for copy. It's House Bill 159. I'm going to add that back to here, HB 159. And I'm going to hit Control-V to paste the representative's name. And I'm going to say that in my own words, what does this bill do? Licensing of abortion providers. And then I'm going to add it. So now I have two bills under my bad abortion bills. If I try to leave this page without saving it first, this window will open and ask you, are you sure? And I'm going to stay on this page until I save it, and then I can leave. All right, so I have added my abortion bad bills. I want you to open this back up because we're not through. What we need to do, now that we've added it to our list, you probably also want to add it to your bill alerts. So let's leave this page open. Let's go back here, and on this page we'll go to Alerts and Bills. We'll just use this tab to do that. You can see I have my two Second Amendment bills already set up. What we need to do is we need to grab this information. So I'm going to highlight this and hit Control-C for copy, and it's House Bill 58. So I'll go over here and I'll put in HB 58. I want an email alert for any of these activities that happen. You can highlight the ones that you want, but I will take any category. And then I come over here and hit Control-V to paste it, and there it is. Now, when any activity happens on House Bill 58, I'll get an email into my email inbox that I set my TLO up under. And since we added that one, let's go back and add the second one. I'm going to hit Control-C for copy, and it's House Bill 159. So I'll type in here HB 159. I want any category, and I'll hit Control and V to paste it, and I'll add that bill. And again, before I leave this page, I need to hit Save over here to save my two extra bills. Now, if you ever want a complete list of all of the bills that you have in your bill alert list, click on this bill alert report, and it will give you a printout like so. Over here on the upper right corner it says Export Results to PDF. You can click on that and it will open up a PDF page that you can print, or you can even save as a PDF file or a text file into your documents on your computer. So that's nice. And if you notice, these bills are updated daily as to the last action that has occurred on it. And if you'll notice here, here's the comment: Burnham alters the HR code to allow or promote elective abortions. You see, these are my comments down here on the bill. So your comments are fairly important if you want to say, oh yeah, I remember that bill. So try to word your comments selectively so that they will appropriately describe what's in the bill. So you can do that under your bill alert reports. Bill alerts today if there had been any alerts that were issued today on any of the 4 bills, or really in this case those 2 bills, because that's all I had listed today. We just got through adding the 2 extra ones. Then you would have a list here. And then again, if you want to go back to your bill alert list. Okay, so we set up an email alert for our 2 bills. We have these other options here to set up an email alert. So let's visit those. Calendars. How do you know if you want an email alert for a daily house calendar or a supplemental house calendar? Do you know what those are? And this is where you would put your check mark if you want an email alert every time there's a notice for any of these items. Well, here's another educational tool that I'll show you. Let's open up another tab. Let's go back to that TLO portal web page. Over here on the right under glossary, click on glossary. It will open up the last 15 pages or so of a 63-page document that tells you how the Texas legislature operates. Hit Control F and that will open up a window here, and since I'm a crummy typist, I'm going to highlight and hit Control C for copy and Control V and then hit enter, and that will do a text search for this document. There's Daily House Calendar, and right here it gives you the definition of Daily House Calendar. So you can go down and decide, what you want. I don't know if you're aware, but you can also hit these forward arrows and it will continue to go down through that document until it has finished searching the document and no more words were found. Control F to get this little box to show up. And I was telling you that the glossary was part of a bigger document. When you click on how a bill becomes a law, this is more up to the front of it. This is the guide to the Texas legislative information, and this one happens to be for the 83rd legislature. It is a 63-page document. I would highly recommend that you read it if you have a chance, or at least read portions of it. Another really good tool to use is How to Follow a Bill, which tells you how to do that on this TLO website, which part of what I'm showing you is probably listed in here somewhere. So again, this TLO portal website, I can't tell you how much information is on there. So we're back to the calendars. So now you know what a daily house calendar is, and you decide which ones you want, and you click save, and you will get an email alert whenever the calendar or agenda items are made public. The next tab is committee notices. You have quite a few committees. You have your Senate down at the bottom with one joint committee down here, and your House committees on top. How do you know which committees to sign up to get an email alert for? Well, you would go to your bills, your bill list. Let's see, how can I get you to do that? Let's do bills. Let's do a bill alert report, because these will take us to the history page. All right. So here's a House committee that HB 58 has been assigned to, State Affairs. So you definitely want State Affairs to be on your email alert. So let's go down to the House, State Affairs, and I already have it checked because I have a Second Amendment bill that also is related to State Affairs. And all of your bills, all of your abortion bills will not necessarily be sent to State Affairs. It depends upon what is in the bill as to what committee it will be sent to. So that's how you determine which committee notices you want to have email alerts for. And so you fill those out, you click Save, and you move on to the next tab, which is Committee Minutes. And again, you would basically use the same format to decide which committee minutes you wanted to receive an email alert on. And you would click Save. Subjects. This tab is very important. You are limited to a maximum of 15 subjects. I only have 3 of them selected right now. To see all of your opportunities, you open this window, and I haven't counted them, but it looks like it's roughly 100 or more. And how do you know which subjects to select? Well, again, go back to your bills, look on your history tab of your bill lookup page, and you will have the subjects that this bill is assigned to. So you would want to have abortion, healthcare providers, human services, and women possibly. But since you're limited to 15, you might want to be selective. So let's go back to our subjects. Abortion was one, so we want to add that. And what was the other one? Healthcare providers. I don't remember seeing that on here. Healthcare providers. Okay, there it is right there. Let's click on Add Subjects. And now we've got abortion and healthcare providers was added. And then your last tab, they don't have a save button on here. On your last tab, adjournment, unless you get, what do they call them? Mobile device. You use your mobile device to, or support for this, or you get an RSS feed, you know. If you just get email alerts, I wouldn't necessarily mess with these. And again, click Save. So that is how you set up your bill lists and your bill alerts in the fashion that I do. There is another way to do it. Well, actually, there's a couple of other ways to do it. Let's close this tab. This bill, well, let's find a different bill that we didn't use. I don't think we did House Bill 1057. So House Bill 1057 is also an abortion bill. And so let's say that we wanted, you know, we read it, we'd done the whole thing, and we decided, yes, in fact, this is a bill that we want to watch. Okay, we'll close that out. We'll go back to the History tab. You don't have to go to, where is that page? You don't have to do it this way, the way I've done it before. The way that you can do it is right here where it says Add to Bill List or Add to Alert List. However, on this alert list, I think it's the alert list, you're limited to fewer characters in your comments section than you are the way that I showed you how to do it before, like right here. Your comments are more limited, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the TLO website knows that we want to add House Bill 1057, so we are not going to have to add the number, but it's going to ask us which list do we want to put it in, Second Amendment or abortion bad bills. Well, this we're going to put under a good bill, so we would click New Bill List, and this would be abortion good bills, and again, consistent with the way that I've been setting mine up, I just put good bills again. In the bill comment, I would put the main author's name, the first one, Leach, and then a dash, and then in my own words, the description. So now watch this. Abortion providers may not provide sex instruction in public schools. Well, that wasn't it. Let me see where it is. Okay, so it added HB successfully to the bill list. Okay, now we want to add it to the alerts. And again, the way I do it, I do any category. And for the comment, again, we need to do Leach. And what did I say? Abortion providers may not provide sex instruction. Okay. See, I'm limited on my characters. I can't type it all the way out here. Alright, so I'm going to click OK. The bill list was added to the bill alert list. Okay, so we put this under the good bills, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go to our bill alerts under bills, and that was House Bill 1057. Do you see here under the comments section where it made me quit entering my my characters? Well, here over here I can add more. Instruction in public schools, and then click Save. So it is real convenient to, where was I? Well, it is real convenient to go to the history page, HB 1057, It is real convenient to use these links. However, you're going to be a little bit limited on what you can do. And I think that's it, with the exception that on your bill lists, no, it's on your bill alerts, your alert report. I think I did show you that you could click on this and print it out, which is extremely helpful if you have a lot of bills that you're watching. And I hope that you found this to be very helpful. Thanks for joining.